Felt like picking. You guys feeling a little bit better? Yeah. Hello, beautiful women. How are you? I hope you had an incredible week. So this last week, I was actually able to, I work from the home, so I'm constantly in the house with the kids, and that's my life, and I'm so thankful for it. But sometimes it's nice to just get away. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to have your alone time. And as many of you probably read in the email that I send out, I was able to go to Portland for a day, and I did a photo shoot for a great client, and then I came home. And I was so excited because it was like I was hungry. Like my spirit was hungry for just some quiet time, just some alone time. I was just craving it, And so I got in my car and I drove to Portland, super excited. And friends, within the first 10 minutes of that drive, I just started getting all of this revelation and clarity and vision and all of the things that I felt burdened with, or maybe even annoyed or frustrated or burnt out, just all of that stuff. It just started to melt away as I was able to soak and just be in silence. I just put on some music and I was just in silence. And that was interesting because that was even hard for me initially. I was like, well, I should listen to a book on tape and I should get on a phone call, but I can't call anyone at 4:30 a.m. It was just this like programming. I've programmed myself in a way to be so busy that I haven't allowed some space. And so what I want to share so much with you today and this week, I want to encourage you with a few things. One of them is obviously making sure that you are carving time to spend some time alone, whether it's soaking, meditation, prayer, whatever that looks like. You need to be refreshed. My mom always tells me, Candace, you're not the president of the United States. It's okay. The world will not fall apart if you take 5 minutes to be with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So take 5, 10, 15 minutes, an hour, whatever that looks like, to create some space and to have some quiet time, to get refreshed. Because you, as women, you have to get poured into so you can pour out. You can't give from a place of living on fumes or on empty. And so anyway, in this drive, I feel like there was so much that God just kept sharing with me. And one of the things was he just kind of told me, you need to get rid of some stuff. And we've talked about getting rid of resentment, bitterness, anger, jealousy, all of those big words, big things. But he showed me I need to get rid of stuff. And we've talked about simplifying with my garage and all my stuff. It's not leaving a whole lot of space. And what he was referring to was even things in my closet, just simplifying. Because we are inundated with choices. And we are getting exhausted from decision fatigue. We are spending so much energy because there's so many different choices, and maybe that's in my closet, maybe that's all of the different dishes I might have, or just getting inundated with all of these decisions that we have to make on a daily basis that we are exhausted. We're feeling burnt out. I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll run around and I'm always going. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always busy doing something. I'm always go. I'm getting stuff done, But then at the end of the day, I'm like, what actually got done? Like what did I actually do that was productive? And so this is the word that I want you to focus on this week. Priorities. What are your priorities? I was in the car driving and I was just weeping. And it wasn't from a place of like, oh, Candace, you suck. You're so awful. You're a bad human being, because we can go down that path too. And that's being a martyr, and that's a whole nother thing. But it wasn't that. It was a gentle correction of looking at my life through the lens, the way that my kids see me, the way that the people in my inner circle see me, my parents, my husband, my inner sphere, how they see me. And all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? My actions are actually showing that my priorities are, and this is okay, this is a safe place. Like we're in our community right here. But my actions are showing that other people strangers, people I don't know are more important than maybe my family, people at the grocery store, my job, the things that I'm pursuing in ministry, just all of these other things. My actions were actually showing that those things were priority, when really in my heart of hearts, my first priority is my family, And so I was like, wow, whoa, okay. The word priority was not plural. It actually originated in the 1400s as the word priority. It wasn't until 500 years later that we pluralized the word to priorities. And so I just had some time in the car to weep and to just really have vision and clarity on what my priorities are. Because then when I know what my priorities are, I don't know why I'm saying priority, a little weird, but then once I know what my priorities are, once you know what your priorities are, then you can match that up with your actions. Things become easier to say no to. Because you know what? I was saying yes as just a programmed response, and then resenting the activity, and then being mad about having to get the family ready and get out of the house, and then being upset maybe with the people that I was saying yes to. When no one ever did anything, I didn't take time to slow down and think about what are my priorities. If I say yes, is this in alignment with my priorities? If it's not, then I'm going to say no. But I didn't have enough space because I was too inundated with all the stuff, with all the to-dos, with all of the things, with all of the things in my closet, dishes, just being cluttered, so that I wasn't able to make a clear choice. So in getting rid of stuff, in creating space, it's going to allow you to look and recognize what your priorities are, and then be able to operate from a place and say no where there needs to be a no because your kids are a yes. To be able, and I know we've talked about this before, but I really feel like super passionate that we have to, as women, become the author and not give that away to other people to dictate that to us. It is time for you to rise up and stand in your household, to stand in your relationship, and know what it is that you're fighting for. What are your priorities? Are your actions matching up with your priorities? If not, what do you need to get rid of? Stop the people pleasing. This isn't about pleasing everybody and then resenting them. This is about what you truly want. And I'm giving you permission right now, just like I gave myself permission, to say no and to understand what I'm choosing. So I hope that you take a few minutes, if you haven't already, and make a list of your priorities. And I wouldn't make it like a 20-thing list, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it 3 to 5 things for this year, or whatever speaks to you. All right, ladies, have an incredible week. I'm so thankful for this community. I'm so thankful for you, and I'm so thankful that we get to grow together. Have an incredible week. I'll talk to you soon.